where you press the button, you can have any superpower you want, but you will die early. hey, hey, yo, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna die early anyway. So yes, I will absolutely press that button. I will have a superpower right now. How early would be your thing? I mean, I'm gonna die early because of health related stuff. So frick it. Yeah. Give me some kind of superpower now. I don't care if I die early because I'm probably going to anyway. You want to be immortal? That would be. I think that's cheating the system, dog. That's funny. All right. I pressed it. 54% of people have pressed this button, while 46% didn't. Dang, only one more person to have 42,000 even. Probably wouldn't. I don't know. I mean, that's fair. Like, if I was healthy and like things were more stable, then yeah, I'd want to live. I'd want to live, but I'm gonna be honest. If I get, I'm just thankful for each year, honestly, because this stuff is gnarly. There's an 8-ball in chat now, so if you guys want to ask the 8-ball a question, or if I'm doing something in game where you guys are like, is he's gonna die 15,000 times in this game, you can ask the 8-ball. You can travel to parallel universes, but you run the risk of being confused, go insane, and create paradoxes that erase you from time. Yeah, I don't know what I would do in a parallel universe that's that important, you know? Yeah, that's not a great. Dang, that's even more split than I thought it would be. 55% is traveling through multiverse worth it. A-Ball says yesterday it would have been a yes, but today it's a yep. Oh, okay, is yes or a yep? Which one? Hey, yep doesn't seem as serious as yes. Yes is like, that's a stern answer. Yep is like, yep, maybe. You get to live forever. Okay, all these are moral, like, you get to live forever, but you have to spend it committing crime. I mean, I don't condone committing crime. I don't commit crimes, but like, if you live forever, that means you're not getting caught if you continue making or committing crimes, and you're not going to get shot if you spend your whole life committing crimes. Again, morally, I don't agree with committing crimes, but like, in this situation, yeah, why not? Is robbing candy a crime? I mean, technically, yes. Yeah, I mean, that's easy. Wow, bro. 49%. The people that voted no on this, they have more issues than they realize, I think, probably, because they got a guilty conscience that they would actually want to do it, and so they were like, no, I'm not going to do it. But in reality, they wanted to press yes. You can temporarily take over the body of any person on Earth, and you can turn back into yourself whenever, but they die 5 minutes after you leave their body. Okay, these are like shower thoughts at this point, like pushing in a banger button. So it's kind of weird. I guess they mean, so it says like temporarily take over the body of any person, and you can turn back into yourself whenever, but then they die 5 minutes after you leave their body. So it's like, I guess that means that you just have, whenever means you can have unlimited bodies that you can turn into. Because if they die, then obviously you couldn't turn back into them. The one who wrote this is evil. Nah, this is crazy. Yeah, these are literally written by like children. Yeah, 100%. Honestly, I might press the button for a whole nother reason, and I'll tell you why. I have so many issues with mine that that if I turned into somebody else, I may not go back. Not that I want to be a different person, just if I could have a new body that's healthy, it might be worth it. I don't have the need to take another bodies and also kill them. Yeah, if health stuff wasn't in the yeah, you know what? Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. Personally, I don't think this one's worth it. The crime thing, screw it. But this, somebody's actually like dying over it. I don't know, bro. I don't think I would do it personally. Todd Howard's body, bro's got the build of the century, man. Who wouldn't want that right there as their build? Become Todd Howard, learn if Oblivion remake is real or not, leave, save gaming forever. Todd is done. GG's for Todd. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I think I would go no. That might be an L decision, but I think I would go no. Dang, 60% said yes on that one. Okay, yeah, I guess I took the L on that one. You gain the ability to read minds at will, but every time you use this power, you lose 1 day of your own life. Ooh. Yeah, you wouldn't have to use it all the time. If you were like starting to talk to a girl or something like that, and you were trying to like figure out if she was into you or not, like, yeah, I'm reading her mind. What's she feeling? Maybe a job search. You're in an interview. What's this guy thinking? What's he feeling? How's the interview going? Day-to-day stuff, like, I don't think it would matter that much. Cheap power sitting in your back pocket. Yeah, and I mean, it's only a day, right? So like, yeah, I'd press the button. Dude, these are way more split than I thought they would be. I thought these would be, some of them would be close, but these are like all like pretty close. People afraid of death. Yeah, true. I guess that does weigh into it for a lot of people, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't scare me a bit, but yeah, I guess for a lot of people it does. That's a good point. All right, well, this one just took a complete turn. You can resurrect Harambe, but you have to listen to Nickelback for 12 hours a day for the rest of your life. 12 hours of Nickelback every day. Now, I guarantee you that this one is gonna be heavy on yes. Oh, wow. Okay, I thought people would have said yes for the meme, honestly. Okay, I'm impressed with people. I gotta give it to people. They stepped up on that one. 82%. Yeah, that brought back a little bit of faith in humanity there. You get to go into any anime you want and get any of them to be your friends or lovers, but you have to sacrifice your entire life as you know it to stay in them. Well, I already know my answer for this because I don't watch anime. That's this, yeah, some dude was definitely in the shower thinking about this one. I don't care enough about any, not even anime, just like movie or TV show. Like, I'm not gonna sacrifice my own life to go into something that isn't even real, right? We know what these people are doing. This 47%, we already got that idea. Be the first man on Mars but never go back to Earth again. Yeah, easy push, first and the last. You would be okay with being the only person on the planet? Like, actually be okay with that? That's just a genuine, just a curiosity question. Just never talk to anybody ever again. I'd die exploring space if we had a serious form of space travel. Yeah, I mean, there's parts, like, I'm a very quiet, reserved person. Like, streaming is my way of like trying to branch out and get comfortable with talking to people and stuff like that, right? Um and so outside of stream, like, I very much like to be alone. I like my quiet time. But like, man, I don't think I could do that forever. Born 500 years too early. Well, hey, just go back to some of the questions before and you don't have to worry about that, man. You'll live forever. Would miss the streams, bro. I don't know who else you watch on Twitch other than Ricky. I can assure you would miss hers, but mine, you ain't missing much here, dog. So I mean, this is for me personally. That I'm pressing no. Yeah. 28% saying yes. You have the power to smell very far away, but you won't stop convulsively farting when you do so. What? Now this one was written by an iPad kid that was like in between Fortnite matches. Could save lives. You smell a gas leak from like miles away, but you're just like leaving your own gas trail on the way there. I mean, yeah, I can see the good in trying to help people out, but I think of all the bad smells that you would have too. I feel like there's like 80% bad to 20% good smell, you know? Like most things don't smell good. That's why when you smell something good, it like you're like, "Oh my gosh, that freaking smells amazing." Cuz 80% of stuff doesn't smell good. Nah, I'm good on this one. This is fun. I didn't even know this was a thing. We'll do a few more of these. You become famous, but you also become the most hated person in the world. That's not worth it. I mean, I like who fame doesn't do anything. Haters can stay hating, suck my dick. But like, what do you want to be famous for? Money. What is there to gain from fame? Assuming money comes with the fame, so easy take. Okay, so you're thinking about money. Okay. Not the actual fame of like, oh, I'm famous. Oh, look at me. Okay, yeah. For the money aspect of it, I'm very tempted to press the button. But also, I care a lot about what people think about who I am as a person. And like, I try to be a good person and somebody that people can respect, you know? Like, what are they hating you for? Like the fact that you have money? Or that you're famous, or do you actually like did you do something that would make people hate you? You hate me, but I have $1 billion, I win. Yeah, I mean, but like I get that, but also like I was saying, like I personally am the kind of person that wants people to, you know, respect the kind of person that I am and hopefully be a good influence on people, you know? I like my life peaceful, so no. Yeah, I mean that's fair. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I could do it. 23% said yes. I mean, hey, you know what? I guess if I made the wrong decision, you can laugh at me while you're sitting on a throne of stacks on stacks, you know? You get military retirement benefits without having to work in the military, but you have to attend Marine advanced training for a full 2 years. Bro said, I don't have to, or I just have to attend. I don't have to pass. True. Yeah, I don't think, they don't do enough stuff to help out anyway. Yeah, exactly. They ain't do enough as it is. So yeah, I mean, I don't see the thrill in that one personally. You will never experience difficulty going to the hold on now, going to the bathroom again, but you will never remember whether you flushed. Don't care. Pressing the button. Give me the button. Yeah, don't care. Hey, as somebody whose whole life revolves around going to the bathroom, dog. Hey, if I left it behind, too bad. I ain't never gonna see you again. Hey, sorry. If I'm in public, I ain't gonna see you again. If I'm at the crib, hey, my bad. Easy. These people right here, they ain't never felt the pain. They ain't never felt pain before. That's the easiest button I've ever pressed in my life right there. You find a way how wait, what? You find a way how to cure cancer. Okay, I had a stroke reading that sentence. You find a way how to cure cancer, but you get herpes. Everybody has that in a way. I don't care. In fact, if you include any types of herpes, over 90% of the population has a strain. Yeah, exactly. If I can find a cure for cancer, I can surely find a cure for herpes. Yeah, easy. You prove that the Loch Ness monster exists, and you become friends. But every time you see him, you have to give him okay. I'm changing this, by the way. I'm changing this to Xenomorph. You prove that the Xenomorph exists and you become friends. Think about it this way, though. All right, the way you answered that one question where you got money, all right? You got mad money. You rich. Everybody in the world hates you, right? You become friends with the Loch Ness monster or a Xenomorph or something like that, and then you guys can just go on a rampage because everybody hates you. Plus, like, every time you see him, just hang out with him all the time. You pay him $350 up front and that's it. $350, you done. Like, what if it's Bigfoot? You prove that Bigfoot exists and you become friends. Every time you see him, you give him $350. You see him one time, you hang out with him all the time. That's what I'm saying. Like, the Loch Ness monster, no, I wouldn't do that. But like a Xenomorph or something like that, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just changing to like this specifically, no. But if you change the who it is or what it is, then yeah, I would say it's a possibility for sure. So I'm gonna answer this as it's a Loch Ness monster, but in other Bigfoot and that kind of stuff, like, I feel like the choice would change, 62%. You will have a great fortune, but you must listen to We Built the City 10,000 times a month. Honestly, I mean, kind of a banger, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy one. That's a banger. 10,000 times is a lot, but I mean, if you got great fortune. Okay, these people, okay. Come on now. Y'all need to get it together, all right? These people acting like they just got their lives figured out or something. Your loved ones never experience pain, but you experience it for them. That's completely easy for me. Massive button push for me because I already have enough, so I may as well have more. I know it's probably way different for other people that are relatively healthy, but for me, that's a no-brainer for me. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have anything wrong with you and you could potentially be there to help take care of family in the future as they decline in health or whatever, then like there's, you can say no to this. But for me, like, I got enough problems, like, just add more to it so nobody else has to suffer. That's just kind of how I feel about it. That's super easy for me. You get 100 milli, but you will never dream again. Instead, you will have one nightmare a week for the. That's what I got to say to that. As easy as it's so easy. I don't have dreams at all. Nightmares are cool. Literally, don't go a week without a nightmare anyway. Yeah, exactly. Like, you gonna have one on average as it is, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes dreams are cool, but more times than not, when I have a dream, I wake up disappointed because it didn't happen. Like, sometimes you have a dream that's very related to what you're going through and it's in a positive way, and then you wake up and you're like, well, that's probably not gonna happen. Like, I don't really dream anymore either, but like when I do, it's usually in that kind of way where I'm like, all right, well, that sucks. Give me the money. Yeah, easy. 50% of my dreams are crippling nightmares of death and destruction anyway, so I'm pushing it. Yeah, that's it. That's so easy, bro. That's nothing. That's an easy one. All right, let's do. I keep saying this. We'll do a couple more, and then you become handsome, but you become poor. I'm not handsome, and I'm already poor. I'd rather have money though. Already a 10. Yeah, you're already a 10, so you ain't got to worry about it. I'm ugly as hell and broke as hell, but like giving up finances for looks, not worth it. No, I can't. I wouldn't do that. You'll become a successful YouTuber, more than 4 million subs, but you can't watch more than one Where's it at? Give me my subs now. Plus, as a man, scientifically proven you can pull way higher than your average. Well, I hope that works for me one day, because good gosh. I got nothing. I watch YouTube every day, like when I eat or whatever, but like, okay, I'll just watch one video. I got 4 milli subs at that point. Easy. You have the ability to make anyone tell the truth, but it's in another language. Then what's the point if you don't understand the language? You wouldn't have any idea what they're saying. Like this guy's saying no 2 different languages, but what if this doesn't stay the same? Another language doesn't mean that it's just gonna stay the same language the whole time. It could change every time. You don't know that. I'm getting a new question. You get the ideal body you've always wanted, but you'll die 20 years earlier. I've never really had an ideal body, and I'm also gonna die early anyway. Dude, I'm stacked against the wall here. Like I'm the cards are not in my favor on these things, bro. I like everything is just like you suck. Bodybuilders pushing this button IRL anyway. Yeah. I guess if it mattered that much to you, then yeah, it would be worth it. I personally don't have that for my own life, so like I've never had a goal of how any of that is, but like if I did, I guess so. You're the richest, most famous human on earth, and nobody questions anything you do, but you can only consume human blood. Dude, who is writing these questions, dude? F it, we ball. Dude, I don't know, man. That's crazy. You weigh being the richest person in the world, but you have to eat human, bro. You know what? Sure. All right, one more good one, and then I'm done. I gotta get stuff done, and I need to get sleep because it's starting to catch up to me at this point. Anything you imagine happens, but you have no control. Every little thing you imagine, okay, new question. You can bring someone back to life, but after doing so, you will die painfully over the next 5. Okay, new question. You instantly become fluent in any language of your choosing, but you can never understand another language aside from the one you... Okay, another question. You get to live in a mansion where everything is provided to you, but you can't leave the mansion and will be studied through cameras by a secret organization 24/7. Yo, okay, that's kind of a fire question. Hold on. So, okay, it would suck to never leave, right? Like, you wouldn't get to take a trip again. You wouldn't get to go. I'm assuming, I mean, if it says you can't leave the mansion, I'm assuming that you couldn't, like, go out to eat. You couldn't go to a store. Like, you would just be there forever. But everything is provided for you. So anything you wanted, you would have. Can't go to the casino, but think about this. Everything is provided to you. So, like, unlimited funds to spend on any online casino that you wanted. Mental health slowly deteriorates. Yeah, that would be the only thing that would keep me back, is, like, being stuck in the same place forever would be kind of miserable. If you got to pick beforehand, like, who was there with you, I guess people could come in and out and, like, visit you. I think I would press it, because even the mental health thing, right? Like, yes, that's a very real thing, but, like, if everything is provided to you, then whoever the secret organization is, they would come in and give you it, like, whatever they could for your mental health to try and help you get over it. I'd press it. Wow, 69 nice % said no. I will say, I just thought about it, and I don't know if this comment made me think about it. A study on what being given everything does to the human mind. That's actually something I didn't think about, where if everything is provided for you, it kind of would get old, I feel like. Because I mean, yeah, I wish it worked that way sometimes, but, like, I enjoy working for what I get too. Feel like I earned something from it, right? Like, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I like to work for my stuff though, so I don't know. That's a tough one. That's actually like that's a perfect one to kind of end on because it makes you think, right? Sick. Yeah, dude. Thank you for sending that. I didn't even know this was a thing. We'll have to do this again sometime.